Hollywood's famous Kitson store has given its Christmas display the royal treatment this year. Oh yeah, see those windows featuring the Duke and Duchess of Sussex on its annual holiday hypocrisy window display.
The royal couple have been sarcastically titled People of the Year by Kitson's as they appear alongside newspaper headlines calling them out for preaching about climate change while consistently using private jets when they travel. Joining us now, live from Los Angeles, is the one and only royal commentator, Kinsey Schofield. Hi, Kinsey. First off, I think that you and I know what Kitson's are, but we'll put it into context. This is a very significant story because Kitson's is the top people's store in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, Hollywood. Their headquarters is on Robertson, one of the swish boulevards of your fair city. Top people, all the actors, all the stars shop in this place. And if you go down to Kitson's on Boulevard right now, you know, anytime you'll find lots of paparazzi all standing there because they know the rich and the famous will be in that store pretty soon. So this store is telling the people who matter that the gruesome twosome from Montecito are a couple of hypocrites. Quite significant.
You're absolutely right. I mean, this is the place to be seen in Hollywood if you're shopping. It's where, like, Paris Hilton used to stage paparazzi photos and Kim Kardashian used to stage paparazzi photos before they were somebody. Over the holiday season, Harry and Meghan are going to be proudly displayed on these windows. They're there now. So when other Hollywood celebrities walk through those doors, they're going to see this store calling out Harry and Meghan for their eco-hypocrisy and making fun of them for saying one thing but doing another. This is a store that I guarantee you Meghan Markle is familiar with. She's a hometown girl, and I'd be surprised if she hadn't purchased an item or two from this store. And they don't like being called out. So I wouldn't be surprised if they got a phone call from the Sussexes saying, could you please take our picture down?
I mean, it seems to me that they're running out of road, aren't they? They thought they'd go to Los Angeles, become the king and queen of Disney or something, and yet Netflix has been a flop. Their podcast series has been a flop. That kids' book they tried to write has been a flop. Everything they seem to touch and do has been a flop. And yet we keep hearing, released to papers, usually by that COVID scabies useful mouthpiece of theirs, that, you know, she's planning some sort of rebrand. She's going to come back. She could be running to be Democrat president. I mean, really, what is she going to do now?
Well, I mean, Alex, have you noticed lately that Harry and Meghan seem to be doing these fake royal engagements? That appearance in San Diego a few weeks ago at the hockey rink. It's almost as if a PR strategist set them down and said, we've got to figure out why the world fell in love with you in the first place. And we're going to thrust people back. We're going to thrust you back on the world in almost a royal element so that we can try to put the toothpaste back in the tube for the last 3 years of your verbal vomiting. It does seem like they're trying to rebrand in almost a royal way, but I'm so with you. I'm so sick of the word rebrand. At some point, we've accepted that you're terrible people and there's no moving forward.
Well, exactly. And as I say, the Kitson's doing this, I think, may be reflective of the general attitude towards this couple in America. We know that when they first came here, how many ever years ago it was, via Canada, that they were embraced by America. They were thrilled to have this royal couple in their midst, and they could do no wrong for a while. And then the table started to turn. And, of course, we've had the South Park cartoon and the other cartoon recently, the name of which escapes me, Family Guy, wasn't it?
Family Guy.
They indicated that America is now... their attitude towards this couple has gone from love to contempt. And now this in Kitson's. I mean, that is what America now feels about this couple. They don't like them anymore.
You've got South Park, Family Guy, the Spotify, huge embarrassment being called grifters, being dropped by Spotify. That's on an industry level, that's humiliating. You've got the 3-hour car chase in New York City or whatever. I think this is Harry and Meghan's own Annus Horribius. I think this is the worst year of their lives, you know, professionally. And they've got to figure out what's to come in 2024 to save face, because their lifestyle is very expensive. No, we don't all have 16 bathrooms. That's a lot of toilet paper.
There it is.
I mean, it's interesting. When they sort of did their sojourn to Canada before they were allowed into California, while Prince Harry was lying on his visa application, he's never done drugs or whatever it was, the Canadians said, we don't want them here. They're going to cost our police and security too much money. Go on, shuffle off. The Americans said, come on, you come to Hollywood, join the glitterati. Oprah did her sort of, you know, slack-jawed moment of TV, you know, fake interview. Now they've run out of road. Where on earth are they going to go? Do you think Harry and Meghan's only choice, essentially, is going to be grovelling back to the royal family, making an apology to King Charles and saying, can we start glad-handing around the sort of rainy streets of the UK again?
I think you nailed it, Alex. I think that really is one of their only options. They've got to make peace with the royal family because their brand is it's seen as being incredibly toxic at this point in time. They're not seen as creative individuals in the industry. They're not seen as hardworking individuals in the industry. And what we are realizing is their greatest strength is their association with the British royal family, which they've done everything in their power to weaken over the last 3 years, to absolutely sever. And so it does seem like they're going to have to crawl back and beg for forgiveness and try to insert themselves back into the family. And I just don't think that Prince William's going to be too eager to welcome them back with open arms.
Yeah, I should point out, Kinsey, thank you very much for this story. This is another talkTV exclusive, another crosstalk exclusive, this story. So thank you so much for that. Now, we're hearing that their Netflix contract might not last much longer, and only recently we were told, well, now Meghan is going to become the queen of the influencers. This was about 3 months ago.
Right.
She'll be making $1 million per post. When is the first post going to happen, if at all, Kinsey?
You know, I just don't know if Meghan's got thick enough skin to put herself out there as an Instagrammer. You know, it's not just going to be fans that are going to jump on board of her posts. So I think that's why we haven't actually seen that official launch. She hinted at that in the Cut magazine interview shortly after the Queen died. But I do think because of those Netflix headlines, could they be losing their relationship with Netflix? That's why we saw Meghan jump on that Variety red carpet, take all the pretty pictures at the step and repeat, and then take pictures inside with other Hollywood producers and powerhouses, because she wants to say, wait, no, I'm not done yet.
Oh, Kinsey, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's tacky, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Meghan's becoming really tacky. Next thing, she'll be in Dubai with her bum out taking a photo over her shoulder.